Hello. Alright, I don't know when that closed. Huh. Weird. Okay, we're back up. Probably don't have anybody watching anymore. Anybody still there? Nope, probably not. Oh well, I've got the stream back up, so it's recording this stuff again. Oh well. These things happen sometimes.
Hidden! Hey, Gizmo! Oh, it's my boys. There they are.
Oh, it's all the robots. Wow, did y'all really just not want none of this? Okay, never mind. You, in fact, want this. Yeah. No, it's not. Now it's down. Hey, whoever just popped back on, welcome back. I do not know how long the stream was down. But we're up and going again, so welcome. Pain in the butt. I don't know, OBS just crashed on me at some point. Didn't see, I'm gonna have to check the event logs, but I didn't lose anything important. Like, I can legitimately say I did not lose anything important. Just a whole lot of me hunting pigs. It's a old bandit camp. Be too much to ask for there to still be any boxes for me to yoink, but I tended to clearing those places out as I hit them, so cool.
Stocking up.
Sell. Sell. Save so we don't lose all of this. And we continue onward. Crossing out of Old Nora territory. We've gone from the Banuk to the Nora. And they're now moving back into the Sundom. Because there's only one thing left. And that's Hades and all his little Eclipsey boys. There we are. We are back in the Sundom. I could just fast travel, but I'm enjoying talking with folks. I was talking to myself for a couple of minutes, but...
You have to cut through the wires before you remove the part?
Well, yes, obviously.
See, you say it's obvious, but I don't understand why I just can't grab hold of the part and pull.
Hi!
Just explain that.
I didn't hear it.
I think I've got it, O'Toole. Thank you.
So, the Scars of the North made it to the Sundom.
Aloy, we weren't sure we'd see you again.
Oh, what up, boys?
Oh, Aloy, you should see us in action. We're natural scavengers.
Didn't you just step on a long leg lens not 2 hours ago?
That wasn't my fault, all right? Otor didn't tell me those things were slippery. How was I to know?
They're still doing this, huh?
Oh, I don't think they'll ever stop.
Aw, you started to miss us, didn't you?
Look, honestly, yeah, I actually did start to miss y'all. What of it? A bunch of goofballs. Hey, yoppa. Hold on.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Blocking the airflow on my computer is what you're doing. Maybe that's why OBS crashed. Oh no, OBS did crash before you got in here. Well, yeah, what you were just doing there, buddy, don't overheat my PC. Don't lay on top of its vents, man. You come up here. You come up here. You be a cute up here and not on top of the computer. I got a brand new processor. I don't need you melting it. One of the old hunting grounds. Oh, oh, hey. Boy, it's been a while since we fought one of them. Yo, do we have... Can we not? Do we have to do this? We're gonna have to do this. You know what? Actually, what we're gonna do... If it's a this that we're having to do... If it's a this we're having to do... With that... Then my preference for the encounter...
Oh boy.
Oh my god, What? I mean... You ain't gotta do like that and clip me into a branch that I can't get out of. Come on. This is what I want. This is what I wanted. You just go have fun. Oh, nice. That bandit had a potion. This is getting a little out of hand. Anybody else chasing her? This is funny.
These will keep.
Y'all all have fun. I don't care. Man, that's just some stuff going on over there. Alright. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to deal with y'all. The whole point of this is just to... get back to the Sundom, pick up healing items. I mean, it kind of felt like going this way. I feel like I should have known that I was going to have to deal with that Thunderbird. Stormbird, whatever they called it. Giant, goddamn robot eagle. Makes the glint hawks look tolerable. Anyway. Here we are. Crossing this bridge. What do y'all see? What do y'all aggro on? What is it? Dragons? Wrong game. There have been some times I have considered playing Skyrim for stream. Actually, before I started playing this, I put a vote up, and Skyrim, Morrowind, and Oblivion were all three on it. To be perfectly honest, I'd still be up for it.
Tasty.
I feel like, you know, you set some goals, you set some parameters to it. I don't feel like you can just play an Elder Scrolls game on a stream unless your channel is just that for the rest of eternity, especially not Morrowind. God. Can't even imagine trying to just stream do all of Morrowind. You just gotta be like, alright, so we're doing this quest, and this quest. Like, this quest line, this quest line, this quest line, and the rest of it, who cares? Skyrim could do that. I mean, once again, you'd have to set the same thing. I mean, I have... As much as you can, I have beaten Skyrim. In that I've gotten all the achievements in Skyrim. Yeah, I think that counts as beating Skyrim. Oh, hey. Hey, y'all had it.
Nice.
Y'all were handling it. Y'all were good. I mean, I've already figured out what I'm playing after this. When we wrap this up tonight, the next game is going to be Daemon X Machina. But I'm also going to be wrapping up, I'm also going to be wrapping up Subnautica soon, so I'm going to need something to put in its place. Well, I'll probably have to put a vote up on that. So, like, I know it's taking up the big game. But my little adventure game, I don't know. What you looking at? Looking at the view? It's pretty cool, ain't it? There's a neat headless statue of the Sun King back there. What's up?
I bet those traitorous Oseram will just conveniently lose Derval and transport to Main Street.
I love this bit.
In fact, you want me to replace Subnautica with Rune Factory 4?
It's a shame the woman became Sunhawk of the Lodge, but at least she did it to honor the men of her house.
Yeah.
I prefer the one about the sun priest falling in love with a merchant's daughter.
Yeah, but you can't tell that story around kids. The one about the sun priest falling in love with the merchant's daughter, I mean, that'll get my channel demonetized.
There's a guard under the last king. Far cry from them.
Oh, look at that hair physics. It's a cool procession y'all got there for me, y'all. What up? Run up and talk to the Sun King.
Bandits try to get past me, I'll have a fight. Mark my word.
I mean, I feel like, you'll see that chat message from her. I feel like at some point my marriage is going to hinge on actually playing Rune Factory 4 on stream at least a few times.
Always stay bright. Always stay alert. That's what I say. Machines or bandits try to get past me.
All right. Here we are. Let's talk to us, the Sun King.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. The Eclipse will attack soon, from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before.
Cute.
After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink
Gizmo
of
says
life
hi.
and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Mm-hmm.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Yeah, but kitten, you can't just go liquid on the keyboard, buddy. Oh my god. Hi, everybody. I consider this part of just like a part of my streams. It's the experience of playing video games in the same room with me. This little man. This little man. Gonna start knocking stuff off? Yep, you gotta start stepping on the keyboard again. I have a place for you to go. Yeah, you can lay there. Undisturbed. Right next to me.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards.
Yeah, they're here.
But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke with before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us.
Yeah, yeah.
You're welcome to tour the defenses.
I would like to, yes.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose.
Yeah.
A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
This is great. Some Nora just show up. It's like, no, we're here to do what Aloy said. We're not talking to anybody else.
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
All right.
Would you like to buy something today?
Yeah, some of the Sobek journals. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room. Remind me of Starship bridges on those cheesy old sci-fi vids. Living spaces for Alpha's already completed. Prefab modules. Finger crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site, designing ZD project labs. Drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge. Plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The worker has already set up my office lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me as an all-seeing presence. Ugh. The opposite effect makes me feel watched on display, tempted to paint over it. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday, suitably bleak, scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as the reception lounge, Hollow Theaters, and first residence block at the ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson, 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing PAC-REM and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be. Snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours of sleep here, fly back to the ZD site. Harris promised delivery of QB lattices by noon. Expect Mark 1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble, and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.6T grounding. From there, I'll spin her up past 1T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38T record. MIE can go hang. Just about a year later. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 0430, so I decided to grab a few more hours of sleep here before heading back to ZD. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan, but the truth is I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance of survival is doubled. Why then do I feel uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no failsafes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Naoto replied in less than a minute, with a poem, of course. The Building of the Ship by Longfellow. It's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. The stanza or couplet, or whatever leapt out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZD. Guess I should stop by Naoto's lab and check on Demeter's progress too. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time.
Don't pass up these goods.
So if Demeter was the one that was doing plant life, the fact that the metal flowers seem to have poetry in them makes sense if they come from Demeter.
Have you just polished that armor? Who's it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
Arrested too for disorderly conduct last night.
Nothing.
You
Out
don't
with it,
wanna know
woman.
what they were doing.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Aloy, I told you
Teb.
I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to
Means
it.
you carry supplies.
We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts.
Yeah.
Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Duval stormed the palace and...
We all have our places.
Little Huntress, you called.
What's up,
so here
Vanasha?
I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
Yeah.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side.
Yeah.
And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it.
I'm into it.
Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Let's see who else has shown up.
Elita,
You're-
I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
You are small. Do
I'm
not.
helping prepare for the battle. If a Thrall were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I
Hell yeah.
understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble. Sun King.
Let's see who else we got around.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja Butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
I love the...
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Uthid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say
Gotta love that it's like
so
all of these people that you
truthful.
met before are here.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion. Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
Oh yeah.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't that him? From the Battle of the Dawn?
Can be. Cinnabar Sands was before that, and there were no survivors.
Well, I don't like to boast.
Oh, sun, keep the shadow from falling upon me.
And it's nil.
Nil?
Hey, Eloy. They told me your name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by metal.
Right in his heart.
Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The weight before blood is shed, like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you.
I love
But
Nil.
you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard? I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence.
Just like Skillen. Oh, there she is.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did. It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no.
Yeah.
With these, I think we could hold off an army.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
I mean... Look, I ain't gonna say I ship Petra and Aloy, because I don't feel like I need to be the one to say it. I feel like Petra over there just trying to call it canon. Let's go see how the Spire is doing. I love that it's like all these people from all the quest lines we did just showing up. Travis came by trick-or-treating dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. Gave him a half-eaten pack of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out of here to G Prime for final inspection with Harris and the President's delegation. Ted was there too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Gag. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Harris stuck around long enough to give a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase, as though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this. Advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units in the Kalmar seawall. The noose is tightening, projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing, I need to get back to Zero Dawn.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Fair price. Won't cost you a shot. Don't pass up these goods.
Alright. Why did you just suddenly switch the direction that I'm supposed to be going to that way?
We've gone too far this time. Derval should die for his crimes.
You're still talking about Duraval? Hands in a box. Alright. There's the walk up to the spire right there. Yeah, that was Project Minerva, I think. Was it Minerva? Or, oh, hey, Banuk.
Aratak? I didn't expect you to come all this way.
It's true, I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Karja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Yeah.
You can prevail, right?
There is no other way.
Man, you ain't...
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Yep.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
There's a lot of people that Aloy's made friends with that are way too happy for the army of death robots. The army of the death robots. We aren't dealing with a few. We're dealing with a yes.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side.
Yeah.
My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
All right. The Spire. Vertical structure of unknown origin. Advanced metamaterial construction.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Karja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
War Chief Sona.
Yes, War Chief?
War Chief, you
Zug.
seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Yeah. She gonna get it.
Greetings, Aloy.
What up, Ball?
You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Probably
For all what's wrong.
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
Aw.
And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Whoop.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys, just like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys.
Well, I got another boy. Decided to join the stream. Oh, decided to lay on the keyboard as well. Y'all just love keyboards.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
Giant robots of death.
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Yeah. So that's it. That's everybody that we've convinced to help out. So now it's time. ain't gonna do the long walk back. We're portaling. Sobek's Journal, January 15th, 66. It's been what, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Said collapse of the eastern line was imminent. Swarm's launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more, and I think Gaia could have launched without our help, I really do. We had to scramble. ZD became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up, but they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed to not cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime, and yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper protocol, there never would have been living spaces constructed here. If I had abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If. At least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle site, so it's not even possible. For which I'm glad. I really, really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate. Raised by Travis Tate. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia, one generation only. Update. That was General Harris. The salient has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive for life's sake. I'll go tell the others. Alright.
Check out these wares.
Time to...
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it, but the soldiers do their jobs.
You know what? I should save before this. I should have saved when we were standing over by the thing.
Well traveled? Yeah. I would like to talk to you.
Never did do the collect all the random crap quests, but then again, I really didn't have rewards that were worth all the effort you put into it. Let's be perfectly honest here.
Has the enemy reached the main gate?
Fire and spit. Is that an Nora girl? Must be a
Alright. Here we go.
Roland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
I mean, technically there were some things, but I don't really care. They don't really contribute storyline-wise.
You sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you. How did you rust after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Here I come. Y'all ready? Because here it is. 27 streams.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
And what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Yeah.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
Yo, what up, Helis?
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Oh, yeah.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
The end is inevitable.
Yeah, what y'all got?
Accept it. Accept your weakness.
Nah.
Only endless night awaits you.
Come on, buddy. Whoop. Ain't got crap.
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
Oh. That's a lot of healing potions. We should get rid. This should not have the. Yeah, that's the one I need.
He's quick.
That's some bullshit.
Blocked again.
Try blocking Bob.
Bridge can't take much more of this. It's giving way! Can't let him in close.
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
are nothing. A savage cannot understand destiny.
You want to just... Cool.
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
None of this was meant to be heedless. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand?
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun.
Oh! Turn your face to the sun.
This'll last.
Girl, goddamn, let him have it.
Meridian! Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
There we go. Drop it on him.
Here it comes. Better move.
Beams from the west!
Come on. Corrupted.
No! They're coming from the south!
Get up and over. Oh.
Time to go.
This is a little harder than it was.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Whoa.
Raise arms again! West!
Oh, okay.
No signs. A wall in the attack.
That's right. We should be wearing that.
Lower your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Raise arms again. West.
Okay. At least it's supposed to be the second part of this. Come on.
Gotta get to another platform.
Hey, they're targeting me. Oh! Wasn't watching my health. Oh, this is gonna be a beast.
A wall in the attack.
This is gonna be a thing. Okay, buddy, you can't lay there. Yeah, how about that? That's a big old pillow.
Lower your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
I mean, it's really not. Catch a breath, my ass. You're just running around having to grab healing herbs.
Raise arms again. West.
I can't spare the weight.
Oh. I'm gonna go over here then.
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
Gotta actually pay attention when Aloy says that in this difficulty. Oh my god. Oh, come on. Oh! Okay, y'all ain't doing your part down there.
Pull your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Raise arms again.
I need these.
Oh my god. Move it around. Keeping things off me. Whoa. Okay. Nope. No. Okay, if that's the Stormbird, oh god. Where's my spark armor?
A lull in the attack. Lower your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
All right. We're gonna need some.
Raise arms again. West.
All right, let's hope. Which way? Oh my god, I don't have my... didn't have my... Don't you cry. Alright, we got rid of the ones lava and ice, so now it's time to go back to my projectile defense. I'm sorry, did y'all not finish off?
Take cover from the Deathbringer!
Oh my god.
Beware, Nora! Incoming!
Oh my god.
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
Come on. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh, man. The one person who's still here with me. Thank you. Oh my god.
Aloy! 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 My own mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
Okay. Well. You may be wondering, why did I bother loading up that gun? I was like, why did I bother rearming when I was just going to be using that,
This is where I belong, Aloy. But the Spire calls for you.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true sons, Shadow Demons.
I think I almost missed this. But where you must go now, I can't follow.
The sun still rises. Take
There.
the fight to the Spire, Aloy. Meridian will hold. All my marks of honor mean nothing.
I mean, I guess it's the giant hole through the fortifications. That'll help.
Helpful.
Hey, it's my Bodo Hunter friend. Looks like she had fun. But yeah, this part is the reason I rearmed. Because, I mean, we clearly ain't done.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
No, we gotta turn that off. Little child, do not poke Happy Fun Ball. If Happy Fun Ball summons mechanical demons from beneath the surface of the earth, please seek immediate medical aid. Nanotech biomass conversion systems.
If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. Honora. Theron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get up there.
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy.
Push it to the limit.
No holding back.
Walk across the razor's edge. Oh, hey. What up, folks?
They're alive.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
Nope.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Yeah. Let's go over. There we go.
Arrival of entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission.
Entity.
Contrary calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
Has it? So maybe it has. There we go. This is why we rearmed. One. Wooba! Woo! Oh! Woo-ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha!
Another fight of machines! Are you ready? Don't let them overrun us!
Yeah, this is why we picked up all that ammo.
My way's clear.
Deathbringer form. The battle is ours.
Yep. That's why we rearmed it.
I'm more than a threat.
Purge Hades.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Ah. Pokey pokey. I kind of wish that Vanasha had been in that. But then again, she's one that they only put the characters you absolutely had to have met in this cutscene. So that guy's gonna remember that forever. Holy shit! The Sun King just hugged me. Didn't we just kill an evil god? Yeah, but Sun King Avad hugged me.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
And that's Horizon Zero Dawn. Well, except for the post-credit scene. Yeah, I tell you, ultra hard for that boss fight. The final Deathbringer, that wasn't honestly any harder than, in my opinion, than when I fought it the first time, because I had a much better ice rail going in. But the fight on the ridge, Jesus! Every time you'd hear her say something along the lines of the incoming, gotta move. You didn't have to. Normal mode, you didn't have to. Just put on your resist projectile damage armor and just dodge roll around the platform a bit or strafe back and forth a little bit so things didn't just hit you directly, but you were fine. You didn't have to move. Just rain balls of fire down on everything coming in. But man, y'all saw that. Ultra hard. They didn't play. Had to actually use traps. Had to sometimes bring out the other guns. You couldn't just stand in one place and you just use the Oseram cannon. Man, ultra hard like makes you. Yeah, I mean, it should be expected, but ultra hard made ya work for it. So that was an experience. Really enjoyed this. Honestly, I'm glad so many people voted for me to do this as like my first big streaming project. It's actually kind of funny that it's a weird feeling that it's done, because when so my first time I started trying to stream, I was doing Prey and Subnautica, and I might go back to Prey at some point. I never finished that, but just because of how I was doing it, I was trying to do these like 8-hour endurance streams, and that just bore me the hell out. But this has been working out, and this was the first thing back. This was the first thing since I started streaming again. And to have actually reached the end of it. Like, to have this big game done. That's a feeling, man. It's an accomplishment, I think. So yeah, I hope other people had fun watching it, because I had fun playing it. It was an experience. I keep saying it was an experience. Yeah, that's what happens when you do a thing. It's an experience. I mean, Ultra Hard was very different from normal, because even with all better gear, you're still just getting stomped on. I feel like you'd have to like go through it a couple of times and get all of those, like get more and more of the stacks of those super weapon mods that you get out of the Banuk area, in order to like get your weapons to the point where you're just stomping things back. I didn't have most of the adept armors because of how much they cost, because I was buying the adept weapons to actually be able to hurt these damn things. So like another ultra hard playthrough would bring those with it. It would be a completely different feeling, and I definitely won't stream that if I do it. Because we'll just be going right back over old stuff. But yeah. At some point soon, we're going to be having the arrival of Horizon Forbidden West. And I'm done with this before that comes out. And I'm going to have to get a PS5 because it's going to be forever until there's a PC port. Like, I didn't get a PS4, so I didn't play this until this was on the PC. And Angela Sasser, art friend, also does streaming. She kept talking this game up and was like, "You'll love it." I think she said that I'd probably like the Banuk the best. What I actually, the funniest thing is I ended up liking the Oseram the best. But the Banuk were pretty cool. And I keep saying I'm not allowed to just steal whole chunks of this game for running an Exalted tabletop game, but man, there is so much of this that has that feel of... If you've ever played Exalted, the Exalted setting there's this feel of like, there's places that contain this lost civilization, super advanced technology, and it's just surrounded by like people that are putting together scraps of it into like holding civilizations together. You got big groups that kind of consider themselves the inheritors of that power, and then you will literally have areas of the world in Exalted where there's just like people like the Nora who have no idea what any of this stuff is. They live like right next to what you're seeing go by on screen, and they don't go there because they consider it to be like sacred and forbidden. And but man, yeah, the Karja, I just like the look of the Karja. I just keep feeling like I'm not allowed to just steal the Karja entirely to put into an Exalted tabletop game. I want to, because they look so cool. Their whole the sun thing, that works out really well for Exalted because the Unconquered Sun's a big part of that setting. But man, back to Forbidden West. I saw the trailer for that. I'm stoked for that coming out because yes, I loved this game. I loved the story. Like, I've got a few small-ish frustrations with some of the stuff for ultra hard. Like the fact that elemental like, you kind of notice I didn't use any of my elemental weaponry because it doesn't, I don't know, it just felt like it wasn't doing elemental damage. I felt like the trying to inflict burn or shock or freeze on anything just wasn't really worth it in ultra hard. Like, you get something lit on, you get even like the fire vulnerable enemies lit on fire, they wouldn't really take the fire damage. They just kind of a little bit at a time. Hideo Kojima, special thanks. Special thanks to Secret Agent Mark Cerny. Our amazing cosplayers and fan artists, we love you. I've seen some really good Aloy costumes. Like, when I started playing this game, went to Dragon Con and saw some good Aloys out at Dragon Con still. I mean, people ain't stopped doing killer Aloy cosplay. Need to see some, like, Rost, or some Aaron Van Guardsman. Actually got a picture of myself with an Aloy while I was dressed up as a tech priest for Warhammer 40k at Dragon Con. That was fun. Thank you for playing. And now the post-credit scene. Because we've got one more loose end to... well, take a peek at. We ain't tying it up. Oh, well, skipping the... Poke it. You dare me?
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Silence. Don't put it back in another one. Silence. Lance. So yeah, there we go. That's it. That's Horizon Zero Dawn. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of an Earth reborn. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow. You keep all the loot and experience of your successful playthrough. Additionally, New Game Plus, blah, blah, blah. Yep. New things. Here. Face paints. Whoop. Face paints. What even? Where even would that be? Huh. Well, that's something you have to, like, grab for your... when you start. Maybe you can't just swap them in and out. Alright. Oh, you saw it under setting? My wife saw it in settings, and she's telling it to me in text instead of chat. Nora Scott, and Nora Brave, Nora Death, Karja Noble, Banu Casper, Karja Hawk. Oh, that's that cool, like, circle face paint. Alright. So, that's neat. Nora Seeker. That's me. Settings was focus effect. Oh, okay. So it's less the head-up display and more the what it looks like. It kind of looks like cyan.
What's he thinking, letting Derval live?
Neat. Interesting. Alright. Get all this cool customization stuff by beating it on literally the hardest difficulty level. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there. That's, it's been...
Never let anyone say the car just slack off. As the sun witnesses, we put our backs in.
Damn right y'all did. But yeah, that's been it. That's... Jeez. That's... What? 27 streams, I think. Looks like computer decided I lost a couple of frames. Why are we frame dropping? We just upgraded. Whatever. Anyway. Thank y'all for joining. This has been fun. Like, legitimately, this has been amazingly fun. And Friday, we're probably going to be wrapping up... I think Friday we're probably going to be wrapping up Subnautica. So I got to think of something to put in its place. So yeah, I'll see y'all Friday for Subnautica, and New Year's Day we're jumping into Mega Man 7. And then Monday, no more Horizon Zero Dawn. Instead, we've got Daemon X Machina. Because it's time to play around in some mechs. Because if there's anything that this channel's about, it's robots. And if there's another thing that this channel is about, it's about kittens. Yeah. Kittens and robots. Laser beams and kitten dreams. Yeah, that's right. So I'll be seeing y'all later. Thanks for stopping by. You want to wave bye, Timmy? Yep. See y'all around. Laser beams and kitten dreams. Stream over. That's it for Horizon Zero Dawn. See y'all Friday for Subnautica. Y'all see him too. Bye, everybody. I'm really just gonna fall asleep right there, huh? You think you're allowed to just get away with that? Think you just get to be adorably cute? Fine. I'll stop the stream, and you can just sleep here. I guess I won't be going anywhere.